You have reached the SnailTrail4x4 Podcast voicemail. If you want to leave some feedback about Toyotas, have questions about Toyotas, maybe poke some fun at Toyotas, or let us know how your JL came with a Starbucks membership, then leave it all on the line, and we'll get to it on the podcast. Keep crawling.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to SnailMail. SnailMail. This is our Friday segment where we get to talk with you guys. We get to interact with you guys. You guys get to yell at us. We get to berate you for having stupid ideas. You get to berate us for having stupid ideas. It goes around. It's great. We love it.
It's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
It's one of our favorite times of the week is listening to you guys call in and tell us why we're not right.
I agree. So first one up, we have, first off, we have like 30 voicemails right now in the queue.
I know you said that. It's wild.
So let's get into it, shall we?
Yeah. Before you play it, I'll just reiterate kind of what's going on for the holiday week. Because we have so many voicemails, we're kind of going to play some catch up.
Yeah.
So we got a regular Monday episode for you guys scheduled just here before Christmas. And then we're going to take Thursday and Friday off from voicemails and podcasting. And then Monday, we're going to just do a snail mail episode just after Christmas before New Year's. And then we're going to be out of town with family and friends for over the New Year's holidays.
Yeah.
And then on the 6th, I believe, we are going to do another snail mail episode. Hopefully by then we can catch ourselves back up.
Yep.
And then that week of the 6th, where everything's back to normal, and we will have a Thursday, Friday, and then the upcoming Mondays, just like regularly scheduled stuff.
Yay.
So hopefully we can catch up to those 30 voicemails in that amount of time.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Cool.
All right.
Let's start with Colorado Kevin.
Colorado Kevin. Bring it on.
Here we go.
What's up, fellas? Kevin from Colorado here. First time caller, I believe. Just love the podcast. Slowly converting me over to the Toyota side.
Woo.
I'm more of a Chevy guy myself.
Boo.
But full size is kind of hard sometimes, banging on trees, and I'm kind of not into that body damage thing, but slowly getting there.
You don't want to Toyota.
Just love the podcast, guys. Have a great day. Keep crawling.
Question for you, Jimmy.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, go ahead. I'll explain later.
Do you really own a Toyota if you don't have body damage?
Yeah. Yes.
You
I'll
do?
go with yes.
Okay.
But it's not a rock crawler or an off-roader.
I guess that's fair. All right. What were you going to say?
I was going to say before I answer that question, that I just want to say thank you, Colorado Kevin, for calling in and saying that you enjoy the podcast.
Yeah.
That's very kind of you, and kind words during these holiday seasons. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. I think
here's the difference between Jimmy and I. First time caller calls in just saying that he likes the podcast. Jimmy goes, "That's cool. That's nice of you.
Thank you very much."
Thank you. Yeah. Tyler makes fun of him.
Tyler goes, "You're an idiot. You don't own a Toyota if it doesn't have dents. You need a raisin. Buy a raisin, then get a real truck like a Chevy."
Oh, that's funny. Anyway, sorry, I just realized that.
Yeah, it's okay. I like our listeners.
Yeah, I like to make fun of our listeners.
So, Kevin, I advise you to stick in your Chevy lane, but pull a Maximus.
I heard that the Chevy lane is just the shoulder on the road.
Shoulder, yeah.
The side of the road.
Yeah. But Max, so what did he do? He has the full size, was it a Ford or Dodge?
I don't know what that thing is. It's like not branded or badged. He just took it all apart and he completely squished it.
Like the middle of the truck and then shortened it by like 8 inches.
Narrowed it the entire truck body.
4 inches out of each side of the truck from the center out.
Yeah.
Nuts. So yeah, if you got some spare time on your hands, go ahead and do that. Then you can keep your Chevy and it'll be like a mini Chevy.
There you go.
Or do old school Chevy Love stuff. That platform is pretty cool.
Chevy Love, is that a
Chevy.
truck?
It's
Chevy Love?
It's a Chevy Love.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's like the Ford Courier.
Okay.
old school Ford and Chevy's trucks that were they were mini trucks.
Like a Stout?
Yeah. I mean, somewhat.
Uh-huh.
Not
What about
different
an S10?
body lines. Yeah. It would be the S10,
Okay.
but it's older.
All right.
Probably the Courier I forgot the names of them now that we said
Love.
The Chevy Love, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think changed to be the S10.
Okay. Colorado Kevin called back
Perfect. All right.
because he
Now-
knew I was going to make fun of him.
Yeah, now we can make fun of him. He's the second time caller.
This is the second time caller. Here we go.
What up, fellas? Kevin from Colorado again. Sorry, I'll make this brief. Got a 93 Chevy S10 Blazer 4-door. Someone already did the SAS swap on it and dropped in some Waggy axles, Dana 44s, locked, 488 gears, came with 36s, and put 37s on it so far. Just a little of this, a little of that, trying to get it all dialed in. Anyways, I figured I'd share. Love the More Freight products. Good stuff. Thanks, gentlemen. Bye.
I can't make fun of him anymore now.
Sounds like a pretty decent rig.
Yeah.
What year did he say it was?
93.
93 Blazer.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how big that is. I don't know if so that's like a Tahoe.
It's okay. Jeez.
It's not the small one,
Yeah.
or at least that's what the picture shows.
Yeah.
93 Blazer shows it looks like a big old Tahoe. Yeah. So those are
Nice.
still big ones,
Yeah. Those are fun.
not the old smaller style ones.
So that's like the style that Sidetracked Morgan has in his garage, right?
I don't know.
Oh, you haven't seen that one?
I guess not. No.
I keep asking him when he's going to build that, get it out on the trail to play with. So
Yeah.
it's a big old Blazer. So,
Probably. Yeah. Like the old Bronco 2s
Yeah.
or OG Broncos.
The OG Broncos,
Yeah.
like the big ones. Yeah.
I think that's like roughly the same size.
Well, not the OG, but the OG Bronco that's about the size of a Scout, a little smaller than a Scout.
Okay. So the OJ Bronco.
The OJ Bronco, not OG Bronco.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh, nice. Next caller up, Baily, Better Half Off Road.
Awesome. Hey, Baily.
Yeah, he's got a long one today. Let's see what we got going on.
Hey, Jimmy Tyler. This is Baily with Better Half Off Road, calling in regards of your septic tank issues. Just listen to the most recent where you did kind of a pressure test on your leach lines. I used to work in septic for a little bit, and I'm not sure if you've found out or have talked about it, what kind of lines you have coming out of the tank, if you have more of an updated PVC with perforated holes, or if you possibly have a different style. Some of the older systems have tile, old concrete tile, which break down over time. And then there's also like rib style perf pipe, which builds up a lot of basically overgrowth from trees, roots, and stuff like that. So depending on the style of leach pipe that you have coming out of the tank, I'm assuming it's a gravity fed system. I haven't heard anything about you talking about a pump that leads out to a drain field. So I'm assuming it's 3-inch PVC if it's more of an updated system. But I would definitely dig down to where the water was coming up. Just dig down to that one spot. There could possibly be a broken pipe, but check your blueprints from the house. It'll tell you everything you need to know about the system as well and where it goes. You guys keep on crawling, and I'll call back if I have any other information that might help you out.
Awesome. Thanks, Baily. Appreciate that. I don't know if we have blueprints.
Uh-huh.
I mean, probably the county does. I might be able to go down to the county and ask for blueprints on the house.
Mm-hmm.
And they should probably have something. They are 4-inch PVC pipe. At least that's what leaves the distribution box.
Okay.
So I don't know if it changes at some of the elbows or anything that goes out from there. I'm not 100% sure. I do want to dig down, and I'm not really concerned about the one spot that I pressurized and had the water come up. Because like I said in that episode, it should never be at that pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is, there's probably more failures happening than a little water seeping upwards. What that water, if it did seep upwards, what it does tell me is there's a hole there and roots can go down into it. So maybe I will dissect that section. what I really want to do is I still need to dig down the line that's just not working at all. And I need to get in there and figure out what's happening there. But it's just like the weather's been bad and now our ground is saturated and it's heavy and I don't really want to dig in the mud. So I've just sort of been putting it off at the moment and just kind of watching the tank and seeing how it's doing.
Okay.
Every once in a while, I actually have about a week ago, I took the lid off just to see like, what level are we at? Are we like over full? Are we full? How are things doing? And it looks fine at the level wise. So I'm just sort of writing it out at the moment, but we still have a hole in the ground where the distribution box is. So I've got some work ahead of me still to do.
Okay.
But yeah, I appreciate that. I maybe will check out the blueprints and see if I can get a hold of those. That's not a half bad idea.
Yeah. They might be handy to have no matter what.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Just have on hand. So cool. Good stuff, Baily. Thanks
Probably
for calling in.
$1 million to get a
copies of
it.
Yeah. All right. Next one up. Lance, not the company.
Oh, real quick, Baily. It is a gravity fed system, there's no pumps in this system.
There you go.
Yep. All right, Baily. No.
Lance,
not the company.
Yeah. Let's see what he's been up to.
Hey, Tyler and Jimmy. It's Lance, not the company. Just calling to check in, see how everything's going. It has been a while since I've been able to kind of keep in contact and stuff, and missed that. So, but I do listen to the SnailMail episodes every week. I still, obviously I listen to the Tuesday and Thursday episodes as they come out as well. I am working on a few things. I've talked to Jimmy about this very minimally, but basically I'm kind of working on, I've got the almost off-road stuff going on still. Still trying to figure out with this new weird work schedule. Cause I think I told you guys I'm doing about 14 hours every day and my schedule is Tuesday through Saturday. So it's a very strange schedule. Anyway, do have some stuff going on. I will be working on that, and the big part of that is being able to promote and market for things like Morphlate and Snail Armor and Descent Off-Road, just all the companies that I love, just trying to promote you guys and get, some more visibility in different avenues for you guys. Anyway, love all the listeners too. All the listeners on this show are amazing. I absolutely love hearing what everybody has to say. And it would be rad if someday we could do a kind of a get together. I don't even know how that would be possible. It probably could be, but that would be pretty rad. Anyway, just checking in. 6 out of 5 every single dang time, and keep growing.
I agree. All the listeners are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Except for that Nick DeLuca guy.
Right. Gladiator on 17-inch wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I appreciate the phone in. Appreciate checking in. We have missed you, Lance. I'm sad to hear you're working so much, man.
Yeah.
That's
14 hours a day.
5 days a week.
Yeah. That's like 122 hours.
Hope you're getting overtime and double time.
Yeah. Right.
That's if not, I don't know how that legality works.
Yeah.
Business owner over there that has employees looking at you.
I mean, if he's in California, the law is pretty clear. He has to be getting a lot of overtime. So
Christmas might be good at their house this year.
Yeah.
If he's able to get the time off.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, I've been checking out the stuff that you've been the blogs that you've been putting out, which are a lot of fun. I actually might have another idea for you. So if you need some more content idea, hit me up.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Next up, Zack from SoCal.
Zack from SoCal.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, he has some holiday gift guide ideas, I think.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I could use them.
Jimmy could use them.
I need to still shop.
Hey, boys. This is Zack from Southern California. I was just listening to the holiday gift guide, and I had a thought about Lee's recommendation of a National Parks Pass. If somebody has a family member who is disabled in any way, you can get, I believe it's a lifetime pass for free entry into the park. Our son is autistic, and we got that pass 3 years ago, and it never expires. And as long as he's in our car, we get into any national park. And I believe it also works for California state parks. So just thought that might be helpful. Keep growing. Bye.
I have a couple autistic employees that we can.
I'm not sure if that works.
I could adopt temporarily.
Yeah.
Ryan, I need you.
That's pretty awesome. Thanks for that advice. That's for sure a good thing. If somebody's disabled, I also think if you were in the military, I think you qualify for the national park for a free national parks pass.
Nice.
Don't hold me to that fire, but I'm pretty sure that is a thing. I think my parents, because my father was in the Marines, I'm pretty sure they have a lifetime national parks pass.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. I've never looked into the national parks passes before, so I don't know anything about them. So if people have good information like that, that Zach just called in about, definitely call in, let us know. Cause I'm sure there's a ton of other people out there that haven't looked into them either and don't know a lot of the details behind the national park passes.
Yeah. And let's be honest, like if you've served our country and went overseas or have worked in any form of the military, and possibly I would even go as far as like first responder stuff, you deserve a free national parks pass.
I agree.
Like
you deserve passes to all the public lands.
Yeah.
But the BLM doesn't see it that way.
No.
So
jerks.
Jesus Christ. The lights, what is that? Lights national,
the ring of lights.
Range of lights. National monuments is moving forward. And Cal 4 had a big meeting about it. So there's the room was packed. It was standing room only. Like 300 people showed up. So
I was supposed to be on the Zoom meeting and unfortunately got distracted by family stuff. And wasn't able to make it. But my name was on the list, so that's counts for something, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, it's that whole thing is moving forward, and it's very, very concerning. I'm hoping that once the next administration gets in power here in January, that a lot of this calms down and kind of hopefully stops, or at least puts a massive slowdown to it all. But we'll see how that all turns out.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
Next up.
Yeah, we got time. Bring him on.
Steve from British Columbia.
Wow.
Is that right?
It's not our first Canadian caller.
I don't know. It might be.
I'm sure we've had one before.
I don't know if we have.
Wayne Pollock never called in? Pollock?
I don't know.
He's a Snail Squad member. Okay. Anyways, all right.
Steve, looks like British Columbia, East Coast, British Columbia. I don't know. We'll see.
That's not
the voice to text may have messed it up. So let's see what he says.
Hey guys, it's Steve from the East Kootenays, British Columbia. Just calling about your Christmas gift guide. I wanted to suggest the taller jack kit. Anyways, you buy a very specific Reese trailer jack, and this is a weld together kit. Which it's all pinned and really simple. Like I'm not a welder and I was able to figure it out pretty easy. Kit's about $115, and then the jack on top of that is about $100, depending where you are. Anyways, I've had mine for almost a year. It's a bigger base than a high lift. It stands on its own, doesn't want to fall over. You can stop anywhere in your stroke, unlike a high lift. So when you're lining broken parts, it works great. Anyways, it goes really low, really tall, like 50 inches tall or something. And similar height. Anyways, give it a look. Tauler is how it's spelled. If you Google that, you'll find it. And it's a really cool little kit that you put together, and it can go outside your rig, inside your rig, whichever, because it's weather rated as a trailer jack. Essentially, the guy's always coming out with new widgets to add to it, change it, modify it. Just a really cool tool to put in the toolbox. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
I want to check that out.
Yeah.
Taller jack.
Tauler.
Taller jack kit. Taller jack review for Motor Trend. Oh, I see. So it is. Okay. So this is a product from Brennan's Garage. And that dude, he is a very clever dude. He comes out with all sorts of little fun things.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you have the specific Reese jack. So that I guess you can own that jack looks, so it's this jack. And then the taller fitting is the little foot that's on it.
Okay. Yeah.
That jack itself, I don't know how you'd get that under some vehicles. If you need to jack up the vehicle, I guess your answer is you have to jack up the wheel. You put a strap around the wheel and you jack up the wheel, or put that on a bumper like a high lift and go up that way. A bumper or a slider.
It looks like the ARB jack or a high lift jack, similar to that, but then it has the normal trailer jack like handle, like a spinning handle on it.
Yeah, mechanical crank.
Lift and lower the fingers or the arm of the ARB or high lift style jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm kind of curious. I want to dive into that a little bit and just see how it works. But yeah, I don't know how that, I mean, it seems like the stroke of that jack is determined on the height of the stand. And if I have a 50-inch something tall stand, I'm not going to be able to get that underneath my vehicle to lift the axle up.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. So it looks like the foot itself can go up and down the jack stand. And then the jack stand itself is telescoping. So let's see if it says the range.
Yeah, I'm curious, like, so the jack stand is telescoping, so it will raise and lower also?
Yeah, so the stand itself has a pin in it, kind of like how a trailer foot would work, a jack foot would work,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so you can telescope it up to a certain level, put the pin in, and then use the foot to
got it.
Finely tune, I guess. So yeah, It says from 6-inch height to over 50-inch height is the range of the full thing.
Yes. But how tall is the jack stand? Not.
That's what I don't see that listed.
It's the Reese one, right? It's so it's whatever that one is that they suggested. That's the height of the stand.
Yeah. So I'd have to find that jack. It's 26 pounds. The taller jack is only 25 inches tall.
Okay.
So roughly half, little less than half of your traditional 48-inch high lift, or a little bit more than your 48-inch. But, if you have a 50 or 60-inch high lift, it's less than half of that height.
Yeah.
But it can be the same lifting height as one of those high lifts.
Interesting.
So in terms of a high lift replacement, I think this is a much better option than a high lift. So far, from looking at it, I haven't tried it out or anything. It sounds like it gets good reviews. I still think I like the idea of a scissor jack better, but I haven't used one of these. So
yeah. Maybe we'll have to get one and try it out.
Yeah. We're going to have to go on a whole rampage of trying out different off-road jacks, different ways to do off-road jacks.
We'll have a jack off.
Yes, Jimmy, we could do that if you like. Jimmy Jet, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just upset that I didn't say it first. Okay, that's really what it comes down to.
Jealousy didn't think of it.
Yes.
All right, one more.
Yeah, one more.
All right.
We're gonna end it off with a bang from Uncle Pool.
Uncle Pool.
Yeah. Ooh, tire talk. I think
we like tires.
There's a lot of 40s and 42s mentioned in this, so I'm guessing it's tire talk.
Okay.
Let's see what Uncle Pool's got today.
Hey, Kevin again. Hey, so yes, I went with the 40-inch Patagonias, 42s in the Mickey Thompson Baja boxes, and in the Patagonias, they're pretty hard to come by. Trying to make it easy to get to. I ordered a set of 40-inch Patagonias, and I had them in 4 hours. I went through International Parts Warehouse up in Grass Valley. If you guys are looking for Patagonias, I'd definitely give them a shout out. JG up there helped hook me up with those, answer all your questions. But yeah, International Parts Warehouse up there in Grass Valley has been awesome. Tyler, the tire groover is not mine, but I may borrow that. I believe that is Bendovers, whatever.
Oh, maybe it is Ben's.
I believe that's his, possibly. Anyway, yeah, I do have a very heavy rig. Last time I weighed it, I think it was 6,200 pounds. And with all my gear, I'm probably sitting around 6,500, maybe 6,800. The tires did drop a lot of weight, and they do pooch out really bad. I'm sitting at 40 PSI right now on the tires to get it streetable. It is nice because they do start pooching as soon as I drop down to about 20, 25. They pooch out pretty good. The super swampers, I ran 10 PSI on the streets, and they would not pooch out until I hit 1 PSI. Also an old tire. Patagonias have been awesome on the road. No balancing beads. Put them on. Red dot on my valve stem, and true and straight. They've been really good so far. 60, 70, all the way up to 90. No problem at all. Now I'm just limited by the transmission. But 40 inch is what I'm going to run, and we will see how they do off-road. So far, dirt, mud, and even on the road, they've been pretty good tires, but we will see when we hit snow here pretty soon. If anything, I might be grooving out every other lug if I have to. But yeah, readily available. I went with the Patagonias. So answer that question for you guys. Have a good one, and happy holidays.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks for the clarity. And yeah, I think readily available is one of the determining factors these days.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of tires out there that are really cool and really nice, but if you're not going to get them for a season, then I'm going to get another tire.
So my dad loves the Truxus tires.
Maxxis, Truxus?
No, Truxus
the brand
is the
Truxus.
brand Truxus. I believe it's made by Interco.
Okay.
The Interco, and then Truxus is the model of the tire, like IROX, right? So Interco makes IROX, and they also make Truxus.
Was it Trax? What was the rate? The Maxxis one.
Maxxis.
One you had.
I had the creepy crawlers, I believe.
I don't know what I'm thinking there.
There's the Maxxis makes Trepidors, creepy crawlers. God, what's the other big one they have? They make the Bighorn, which is their kind of budget tire.
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Or what was that? What was that one? All right. So he likes the Interco Truxus.
The Interco Truxus tire. It's a really, it's a awesome snow tire.
Okay.
But in my opinion, the IROX are the best snow tire out there. I think the Truxus is kind of next up, but the Truxus is a little bit better on rocks than the IROX are.
Okay.
And so my dad really likes those. The benefit to the Truxus is that it's a super wide tire.
Oh,
it's a 38 by like 1550 or something. 1450. I think it's a 1450. So 38 by 1450. And so, my dad has had those on order for almost a year and a half and was never getting updates.
Really?
Nothing. Yeah. So he finally ended up having to just got fed up with waiting and canceled his order and, went with some Yokohamas.
Nice.
So,
well, I don't think he'll be disappointed.
Nope, I don't think so either. I think he'll really like the 40-inch Yokohamas that he got him. So, yeah, it's readily available it's a thing, right?
Absolutely.
You can't sit around and wait on tires for a year and a half.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah. And the Patagonia. So people give Milestar, the Patagonias, a lot of shit. I did for rocks and street ability. I really liked them. I thought they were good. Hated them for snow, but then again, I had a really worn down set and I grooved them out and they were a little bit better. But yeah, if you're just looking for a good, it's just the Patagonia is not a mud terrain tire, in my opinion. It's listed as a mud terrain tire, but really it's like one of that in between. It's that hybrid. It's that hybrid tire style where it's not really an all terrain. It's not a mud terrain. It's right in the middle. So it makes a really nice streetable off-road tire if that's what you're looking for.
Right.
It's not what I'm looking for. So
yeah.
I love my Yokohamas. I'm looking for a good mud terrain tire that has a nice softer compound that also gets some pooching out in the snow. And the Yokohama does it great. So
yeah. I think the Patagonia had a big rise to stardom or whatever you want to call it, or interest, because primarily their price point.
Their price point was $200 cheaper than any other 48 or 40 to 38 inch tire on the market.
Absolutely. So a lot of people ran them, and a lot of people are like, they're great for the price.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the best reason.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Right?
I'm always than spend the money where the money needs to be spent.
Yeah.
And I've thought tires are one of those things that, if you're going to get a good set of tires, you should probably pay for a good set of tires. And
Yeah.
I'm willing to spend extra money to have a good part on my truck.
Yeah. In my opinion, for especially rock crawling, what we have here in Northern California for off-roading, it's always boggled my mind as to why people buy used tires for rock crawling. I'm like, dude, you don't do that. Like, you don't know what those tires have been through. A lot of them have really bad date codes on them that you don't pay attention to. They're dry rotted rubber, and that just doesn't work well for rock crawling. And that's like arguably the most important part of your vehicle when it comes to rock crawling is your tires. So
could definitely be up there with like fuel.
Yeah, right.
Brakes.
Yeah.
Steering.
Yep. All right, so that does it. We're down to 22 voicemails.
All right. I think we're going to do it.
We're going to do it. We're going to get fully caught up.
Maybe.
We might.
I think we'll get fully caught up, and then we're going to go on our break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to have 30 more to go.
That's true, right? All right, well, that does it for today and snail mail. We're going to have another voicemail episode, I think, for you on Monday or
the following Monday. We're going to have our main topic this upcoming Monday, and then the following 2 Mondays will be some more snail mail episodes, and then we'll be back to our regular scheduled broadcast.
Sweet.
Yep.
Sounds good. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Again, hopefully you guys are spending some time with friends and family and loved ones during the holidays, or going out and doing something fun that you enjoy. So, I guess that about does it. Jimmy?
Out we.
The number you have called has been disconnected.